Welcome to all you stargazing, astrological, zodiac lovers. I'm back again, albeit very, very briefly. I've been through a really bad patch of karma. Yes, astrologers have karma as well. I had pneumonia in December, I had bronchitis in May, then I had an injury where I fell over in the rain. And then I've recently had bronchitis again, and it's made it almost impossible to talk on the video, because you start talking and then 2 sentences in you're coughing profusely for the next 2 or 3 minutes. So anyway, I just wanted to thank you all for hanging in there, for your well wishes. Yes, you've been very, very patient. I had a difficult physical karmic time, but I've had a very, very interesting recent few months. I had a trip to Europe. I was the guest of some of my friends and clients up there in Malmo in Sweden. What an extraordinary trip that was. Unfortunately, again, I just wasn't well, and it is a bit of a challenge when you're not well, having to sort of tune into the intuitive side of your nature to, get the best out of yourself for your clients. But this was an extraordinary trip, and then we flew to the Mediterranean in a private jet, and got a yacht there, went around the island there. We were in Spain there at Ibiza. So I had this very interesting juxtaposition of really intense physical discomfort and pain and sickness, and at the same time this extraordinary trip, meeting the most incredible people in Sweden, being invited to a lot of different functions and beautiful sightseeing and everything. So life is often a mixture of bittersweet, and I keep repeating, yes, the astrologer does have karma. And although I'm not going to do the 12 signs today because I can feel the cough coming on, I'm going to cut to just a few brief insights that I have for each of the 12 star signs here. There's a couple of points I'm going to touch on for this month, the month of September 2023. And how that might impact you. In terms of karma, that's been the theme. I haven't forgotten that, although I haven't been here for a while. And so I look forward to sharing that with you right now. The retrogression of Jupiter. Retrogression of Jupiter in Taurus. So this is a very, very big karmic thing, because the retrogression of planets implies a reflection or a sort of going back, a review, a reiteration, an accumulation of more facts. This is for all of us because Jupiter is the life giver. It's going to change in terms of its placement for each star sign. For example, Aries, it will relate to your finances. For Taurus, this is going to relate primarily to issues of shared money, financial assets, banking, that sort of thing. For Gemini, this is a very strong spiritual retrogressive Jupiter taking place in your 12th house. Cancer, this will relate to your friendships. Jupiter's retrogression will occur in the 11th house for you. 10th house for Leo, which is work. 9th house, legal matters and education for Virgo. 8th house, again, shared resources, wills, legacies, hidden secrets, sexuality. For Scorpio, being in the 7th house, this is your marital and principal relationships sector. Excuse the cough. For Sagittarius, Taurus is the 6th sign, so the retrogression of Jupiter is going to have a strong impact on your health. It also relates to debts, it relates to enemies. These are the areas that you will be reflecting on going back in time. Fifth house retrogression for Capricorn, love affairs. Children in particular will be of primary importance during this phase. Fourth house for Aquarius, relating to your property, to the relationship with mother, to your own inner happiness. Third house for Pisces. This is your communication, thinking, the way you're thinking, a new approach to that. So you see how this retrogression plays out similarly for all of us in terms of the karmic consequences. But then separately for each of us, each of the star signs, in the specific zone that it's going to occur in. Mercury is also finishing its retrogression this month. Mercury's been retrograde. It goes stationary direct on the 16th. Let me have a look here. Yeah, it's retrograde on the 1st of September. So up until the 16th, we see the retrogressive impact of a second planet there. So a lot associated with our karma because of the retrogression itself, are going back in time. A review of our past actions, Mercury, a review of our past thoughts, contracts, interviews, communications of all sorts. Mind you, the retrogression is not always a bad thing. For example, for Aries, it's not great. For Taurus, it's pretty good. Gemini, very good as the ruling planet for your sun sign. For Cancer, it's not great. For Leo, it is a strong financial planet, so it gives benefits in that area. The retrogression of a planet empowers it and gives it almost exalted status. So we have to determine for each star sign whether it's good or not. So I'm just quickly running through this in the month because I don't have a lot of time this month. My cough is coming back. I'm doing my best. I shouldn't be drinking Coke. Shh. For Virgo, it's the ruling planet that empowers Virgo. It also rules the 10th house of career. So for Virgo, this retrogression is very powerful. The stationary direct position of the planet too is the day, that's the 16th, when a lot starts to happen, where things start to become clear, where there's a forward movement, and then over the next week or so, Mercury will resume its original position at which it went retrograde, maybe a little bit longer than a week or so. The position of Mercury for Libra is very good, for Scorpio not so good, Sagittarius troublesome, Capricorn not so good, Aquarius very, very good, and Pisces not particularly good. So the karma in each and every one of those star signs will be modulated by the friendship of that planet to the sun sign. The other important dates: new moon on the 15th in Virgo as well, and the full moon on the 29th in Aries. So the new moon particularly heralds new beginnings, awakening, turning of the chapters to a new chapter. See, the new moon for Aries is, for you Aries, this has to do with your work, has to do with health, looking at things in a completely different light. Love affairs are good for you, Taurus, this month. If we take a look at that 5th house, new moon, I'm talking about that new moon on the 15th in the sign of Virgo. And then we see for Gemini, very strong in the area of family and domestic activities. For some, this is usually the hint that property and acquisition of fixed assets can take place, or there's at least some plan for that. Communications are empowered by the new moon for you, Cancer. That third house is very powerful. You also have that retrogression of Mercury we were talking about earlier. So a double whammy for you in that third house. Second house is finance for you, Leo. So new money-making schemes, opportunities to earn more income. Don't be afraid to throw your hat in the ring, looking at a better pay grade, or maybe applying for something within the work that you're doing is indicated by that new moon in your second house. Virgo, it's all about a new you, because Virgo is your sun sign and the new moon taking place there is going to give you some deeper insight into yourself, into what you should do, how you should look, how you should present yourself to the world. Libra, the new moon of the 16th is going to impact your 12th house. Expenditure, compassion, hidden secrets in the past are all indicated by this new moon in this sensitive part of your horoscope. Friendships are ruled by Virgo, Scorpio. Therefore, when the new moon takes place in that 11th house, new friendships, many of them, good opportunities for making money as well, as that 11th house is the house of profits. And in particular, those of you under the sign of Scorpio who are involved in some sort of independent money-making opportunities can do well during this new moon phase and what's coming. Virgo is the 10th house for you, Sagittarius. So Sagittarians can look forward to some bright new opportunities in the work. There could be changes in terms of the management structure, the people that you work under. So the new moon gives a dramatic shift in direction for the work. Studies are impacted for you, Capricorn. Long distance journeys are also shown by this 9th house new moon in Virgo. 8th house for you, Aquarius, is all about deepening your insights into your own psychology. Learning about how you became who you are, what were the mechanisms at the outset that caused you to do what you do. So this is a self-actualizing new moon for you, being in the 8th house. 7th house is about partnerships and relationships, Pisces. So the new moon in Virgo for you, along with all the retrogression of that Mercury, the ruler of your 7th house, this is a very important month for you in your marriage, your relationship, significant other, and business partnerships as well, if you may not happen to be married. So there are a few interesting things happening. Again, they all point to your karma. Stitched together in whatever way you can, the brief snippets of information I've given you today. I'm still struggling to talk, to keep a bit of flow. I'm sorry if it's been a little bit disjointed tonight. I wanted to at least give you all something for the month. And I also wanted to finish by saying that throughout this heavy transit on my body, I've been working on a project for 9 years, which I'm nearing the end of in terms of the first phase. And I was wanting to know whether you guys would like to be part of this, at least in terms of the beta testing of this extraordinary new engine that me and my partner have developed. If you're interested, drop me a line with your email address, and you can be part of this exciting new initiative. I'm looking forward to having you on board and sharing with you some of the astounding insights this is going to provide you. Now, don't forget to pop on over to astrology.com.au. We've got lots more on the month of September, lots of free readings, personal readings with me. If you wish, just drop me a line on that as well. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you and seeing you again next month, more than likely in better physical shape than I've been recently. Take care now. Bye-bye.